everybody. I'm Adam.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Will, and we are
Working Title. Clap your hands, everybody. It's episode 24 of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Last time, Will was not with us.
Oh, true. I wasn't here.
We
But
took you out of the world and then found your soul.
you were in the internet, as Sam said.
Yes.
I was in the internet.
Yeah. You were with truth.
But we figured out the real truth. Can't reveal it to them.
Yeah.
Scar fought the boys and he made it out because a little panda girl came to save him.
Again.
She had a new form of alchemy and the little panda got split with her and went with the boys, Edward and Al. What?
Last episode, Sam has been saying, like, I think I know who Pride is. And I was like, all right, shoot. He's like, I think it's Roy Mustang.
There's 4 people.
He was like, it'd be the perfect, like, long play. It could be Hohenheim.
Okay.
Just because, like, Lucifer is the lowest level of pride of hell.
Yeah.
There's 4. I can't remember the
what
other
does that
ones.
have to do with...
I was joking. It was just the fact that I don't really know, so I'm just shouting at names that...
Spoiler alert! It's the panda. It's pride.
Oh. I was trying to figure out where we were going from when I said the panda.
But also before that, Ling captured Glutton.
Yes, he did. And Lan Fan lost her arm in the process as well. And then, Ling also revealed the Führer
Is a
might be
homunculus.
a homunculus.
I hate that he said that, and I brought it up last time. He might be a homunculus. You saw the tattoo!
It's just the fact that he looks human, and the only other one he's seen was a giant Kirby. So,
He also...
Majin Buu.
He also... Majin Buu.
yes.
That's what I said last
Funny,
time.
yeah. But he also hasn't, like everyone else has interacted with homunculus, like, not him. So I can see where it's like, I don't know, he's got a little tat on his glass eye.
You said the same thing.
Yeah. And then lastly,
The belly.
of Hellfire. So guys, if you like this video, make sure you leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy our content, leave a comment down below what you thought of this episode today. Check out the Patreon, we also have these a week in advance for you, as well as The Witcher show, and who knows what might be coming out. I think it's just those 2 for now, but for the meantime, we're gonna hit it.
If you're an anime fan, you know it's about to get crazy soon.
Yeah.
Really crazy.
It's not a market. Damn it, if y'all have not seen Fullmetal Alchemist, check it out whenever anime streaming service you prefer. Then come back to YouTube and watch your boys Working Titles reactions. We're gonna punch it.
Ka!
Doggos?
Yeah, homunculus.
No, they have the alchemy.
Yeah.
We
Kinda.
told you, you're an important candidate for sacrifice. We need you to keep your strength up, understand? So, you in, Dr. Marco.
You know
Ooh.
what? I've been sitting here a while, trying to decide what you mean by sacrifice. Trying to figure out why I'm here, and what it is exactly you want me to do. I'm fairly certain that what you're doing right now is using this land and its people to form a giant transmutation circle. And your hope is that the end result will be the creation of a philosopher's stone. Am I wrong?
So close, not quite, but you're on the right track.
Then what is it?
The question is, are you going to cooperate with us or not? If not, the village's history. Les told me about your arrangement. If we agree to leave the village alone, then you'll do whatever we ask. Which is it? Agree to work with us and kill everyone in this country, or refuse to work with us and watch everyone in your beloved village die.
So, hopefully...
Forsake one little village to
Oh, this
save
took
an
place
entire
before.
country. Too bad you don't have the stomach to
What do
do
you
the
mean?
logical thing.
Because
I
he was
shouldn't
with
be
the group,
surprised.
the building
That's
that
just how all
exploded.
you humans are. You put emotions before common sense. I killed a man who was like that once. All I had to do was make myself look like his wife, and he was helpless. He couldn't even fight me.
Fucking dick.
Humans are so easy to take advantage of. Lucky us.
What a piece of shit.
Oh.
There's your title.
Inside the belly. What? Are we inside the belly? Like, what?
That's what the name's called.
Yeah, I get that. But the doctor, whatever.
Quite a bit of trouble lately, don't they, Raph? First, Scar gets away from you, then those others involved in gluttony. It's not like you.
Yes, you are right about that.
And yet you seem happy.
Yes, I won't deny it. This has been enjoyable. I've been alive for 60 years, and now here I am in the ultimate position of power. All has gone exactly as Father had planned it would.
There's more though.
Roy Mustang and his underlings, the enterprising Elric Brothers, and these foreigners who suddenly appeared from Shing. As good as we are, they've still got us scrambling in circles. Things are changing. The time may be approaching when we have to move over for the younger generation. Don't you see?
Listen to yourself, Raph. You've been around these humans for far too long.
Oh God.
You may be right, Pride.
I hope you will see this foolishness and remember what we must do. I won't tell Father what you've said tonight. He might be inclined to see it as treason. Anyway,
Okay.
Don't worry about that. I have access to military information after all. I know where he is.
What the frick, dude? Alright.
Oh my god, he fucking blew a hole through the building.
what's going on?
See?
Whoa!
What? Huh? Whoa!
So good, dude.
Oh, it's a lot creepier than I thought.
I'm the one.
Ew, look at that.
We're getting out of here.
What is it? What's happening?
The homunculus. He had another monster hidden inside his belly. He's swallowing up everything in sight.
Oh my gosh, okay.
How could they
Maybe.
do something like that, Elric? How disgusting.
Oh god.
Let's go. We have to bring him down.
But we worked so hard to catch one of the homunculi.
Survival is our first priority. Besides, he knows our names and faces now. It would be foolish to let him leave here alive.
Let's go! Dude, that is terrifying. Guys, what is this? Is that Pride inside, like all of them?
Swallowed it?
Uh-oh. Or we can just leave you behind, Colonel. You're the one he really wants.
The pando's on his tail, or his hat thing.
Hell yeah, run.
Oh shit.
Oh my gosh. Let's go, Riza. Oh yeah, he's injured.
Haven't healed.
Not now. Hurry up and get in the car.
Fushiguro?
Eh.
I don't think that's a good dog.
Come on, we haven't got all night. We need to get moving.
They got hellhounds now.
No way. I'm a civilian, not
Oh,
military.
that's the
I'm
guy I
not
thought was the doctor.
No.
So,
Some crazy
okay.
monster.
Then I told you wrong info the other day. Gotcha.
Yeah. What's taking those idiots so long?
Hell no, dude.
Gotta love alchemy, man.
Perfect. He fell for the Mustang decoy.
Doesn't sound like he's very happy about it.
Right?
Okay, so fucking move.
Yeah, exactly. Keep going.
Lieutenant, please take care of Ronfun.
You expect me to run away and leave this to you, Elric?
If you stay, you'll just get in our way!
Yeah, leave!
All right, you won't be any use here.
Get the hell out, Roy.
I feel so bad for him.
How did this idiot make Colonel?
Job. The head of the military is a homunculus. Don't you think you should do something about that?
Yeah.
The head of the military. You aren't talking about Pierre Bradley, are you?
We can talk about it later.
She wasn't in the room.
Now,
Oh, I was gonna
She was
say, did you
outside
miss
on
that
guard.
part?
The car looks full. You go ahead.
You dumbasses!
You can't really believe we'll let a couple of children fight this battle for us.
With the senior staff involved in this, you're gonna need all the help you can get. And that would include getting whatever information we can out of this gluttony guy, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
We'll stay here and find out what we can.
Honestly, kill this dude.
I
He's
don't think it
terrifying.
matters much that we're children.
This was our mission to begin with, and we're going to see it through. We appreciate your help up till now, though.
Here, Edward. I want you to take this. You do know how to use it, don't you?
Yeah, like that's gonna make a difference. But sure.
This dude can literally probably spawn a chainsaw.
Yes, but it's also a weapon for protecting your lives.
Take it.
It's your hands. They were meant to kill.
You're dying, okay?
Damn.
I'll take it.
He's getting closer.
Look after Lanfan.
Wait!
Oh, poor girl.
Yeah.
Can you not make a weapon as an alchemist?
I said go.
I thought
They probably just don't want to.
Okay.
Just based on their reaction right there.
Also might be pretty complex.
Yeah.
And that's they
Oh,
seem to make
yeah.
like pretty just solid objects.
Mustang. Where are you, Mustang?
Hate him so much.
You killed Lust.
We said we'd stay and all, but that's seriously freaky. He seems to be a bit angry.
How are we gonna catch him?
I love that they're all terrified of him. Cause
What was
same.
A dog?
A Doberman.
Stop it! Now, Gluttony!
Envy.
Talking dog?
Envy?
Hey, long time no see.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
How are you, Fullmetal Pipsqueak?
Why a dog?
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Faster transportation.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
That would have been the Eagles from Lord of the Rings.
told you before! Don't call me
Such a meme, bro.
Hey, calm down! I'm just here to get Gluttony back. Nothing more than that. I don't want to fight you.
That's fine now!
What are you talking about?
5 times! You called me Pipsqueak twice here! And 3 times in the laboratory! Don't tell me you've forgotten already!
Impressive. You got a short memory.
Hold it!
You're becoming bothersome.
Mustang was here! Mustang thinks lost! Swallow! Swallow! Swallow him!
You
I
don't
can't
the
get over
Brotherhood
him. He is so
or the
foul.
Elric Brothers.
I've sensed this multiplicity before. How many people are inside you? Homunculus.
I know you. You're the kid who crossed swords with Wrath, aren't you?
What do you mean, kid? I happen to be the 12th son of the Emperor of Shing. My name is...
Legion.
Kill him!
Thinking what I'm thinking?
Looks like they really aren't allowed to do anything to the two of us.
In which case...
Wait, you get that one!
Why?
Let's see how good you are. You held off Wrath, but how will you do against me?
Shit.
Did he now?
Yes, it was the best paper in the class. He chose to write an essay all about you, actually.
Mom, can I read it to you guys now?
Not at the table, mind your manners, dear.
Oh, don't be silly. Why not?
What?
Go ahead and read, son. I'd like
Yeah.
to hear it.
Great. Essay on my dad. He's the Führer of the nation of Amestris.
Great
He
man.
works hard all the time.
Awesome.
and
Wouldn't
everything
kill
he does is
anyone.
for our
Good guy. He is good
The
guy.
people of Amestris are always in his heart.
Yeah.
He dedicates his life to making them happy. He deals with all
Gluttony
sorts
just
of
running
problems
away.
each day, so everyone in our country can live a good life. But no
Woo,
matter how
slick.
busy he gets doing his job, my dad never forgets his family. He loves me and my mother
He's
very
got
much.
milk.
He
How
always
old is this
looks
kid?
after us.
He's like
My
7
dad's
years
a
old.
good man. He always listens to me when I talk to him. He's always kind and protects our family. And that is why I love my dad. The end.
Aw.
Little you know, your dad's a fucking monster.
You really know how to use that thing.
Thank you for the compliment. Really?
Oh, wow! Look at her. Him.
Good, isn't
Them.
it? And you humans can't do anything
All the above.
like it. So whether it be strangled to death, bitten to death, or just carved up into little
Damn.
Whoa.
None of the above.
Nice. Smart. Yeah.
Envy's got some weight.
That was a dirty trick. Blind Unis, that's not playing fair.
I didn't know what the hell was happening with the head.
Assassinate me since I was a kid. Under the circumstances, you can't blame a guy for learning how to fight dirty. So, have you had enough yet? Are you going to come with me quietly now? I just want whatever information you can give me on becoming immortal. Or shall we go again?
You scum! A mere human like you can't condescend to me!
You seem to underestimate humans, and that's a mistake.
Let's go.
Guys, got it! That was a close one.
That was a close one.
I can't eat you! Just let me take a bite to the other guys!
Not today!
Yes, get this guy. Oh gosh.
Stay out of my way, guys. I'm busy.
Dang. Kill it.
Foolish you. Go for it, Gluttony! Wait! What? Damn! I can't let him be the sacrifice!
What happens? Does it just get consumed in the stomach? We're going in the belly of the beast.
Swallow them.
Brother! Lane! You! Spit them out! Spit them out now!
I can't. I swallowed them.
Impossible. It can't be. Brother.
What the fuck?
I do have another room that my kid used to sleep in. But people will get suspicious if I keep all the lights on. You'll have to make do with my bed.
My lord, I have to go to him.
Idiot girl, what can you do in your condition?
She really got diced up.
Yeah. She cut her own arm off.
She's badass.
Home yet? I see. I'll head straight to the command center then. Right. Goodbye. Let's go.
Right.
Go where?
I think now would be a good time to find out who we can trust and who we can't.
What is it with you idiots? You got a death wish? Your wounds haven't begun to heal yet. You're already going out looking for more trouble?
I love this guy just talking smack to all these
we know,
characters.
the Führer is a homunculus. I can't very well ignore that. Besides, we just left children out on the battlefield to do our fighting. If they're brave enough to fight, how can I just sit here and wait? What's so funny?
Well, it's nothing really. I was just thinking. Can you imagine the look on Edward's face if he heard you talking back there?
I was only repeating what you already said.
I have to admit, this is unexpected. Given the situation, this is fairly bold action for you to take, Colonel.
Like hell it is. I'm just getting the ball rolling, nothing more. Besides,
You need as many people on your side as you can get your hands on now, Colonel.
Rip.
it's taken long
Miss you,
enough,
Hughes.
but I think I might finally begin heeding his advice.
Whoa. Oh, episode 1? Same place?
Central Command.
These are either the gates to glory or the entranceway to hell. Wait here, Lieutenant. If anything happens to me, then at least you'll have a chance of getting out alive.
No, sir.
That was an order.
One that I cannot obey.
You're a stubborn one.
That's something you've always known, sir.
All right. Will you stay here if I promise to come back?
I probably
Yes.
shouldn't
Happy
separate.
hunting, sir.
For the Wrath or whatever, it's looking for her.
I got a call from my wife about you a while ago.
Lieutenant General Raven, I'm sorry. I haven't had time to introduce myself. I've been very busy since my transfer.
It's not a problem. Tell me, how is that old fox Grumman doing these days anyway?
The same as always, sir.
Check.
That's 11 losses in a row for me.
Damn.
12, actually. But at least you put up a decent fight this time around.
It's Pixis, his
You were
brother.
fine until you were sure you won,
Frick.
then you blew it.
So I finished too weak.
Yes, you can't be ruthless enough. You're not like Raven that way.
Lieutenant General Raven? From Central?
He's an exceptional soldier, but too sentimental. From what I've heard, he'll even tend to his wounded men himself, which leaves his whole line of command in disarray. You don't deploy your king to tend to the pawns, do you?
How dare he say something like that about me? I was transferred to Central because of the compassion I showed my men in the line of duty. That border-dwelling old coot should keep his trap shut.
Border
Sorry.
dwelling.
No, General, it's fine. Actually, General Grumman told me that if that story made you angry, it meant you were still a good and just man, and that you were the officer one could come to for support in case of an emergency.
I can't believe it. That old fox got me again, didn't he? Oh, it's time for my meeting. Come on, you can walk with me. Have you adjusted to Central yet?
No, I find conversing with the citizens around here quite difficult, actually.
It's a mistake to dismiss the value of the word on the street, Colonel.
I know, but most of it's just mindless drivel. Like,
What
Scar was
is he-
seen feeding his
What is he
stray
doing
cats,
here
or
again?
Immortality is
To
being
get
discovered.
rally people?
Or maybe even that Fuhrer Bradley is a homunculus. Who knows?
I see. You've got no sense of humor, do you? Are you certain you were one of Grumman's men?
His sense of humor didn't rub off on me much, sir.
Well, at least that bit of gossip will give us something to talk about over tea.
Huh? I couldn't possibly attend something like...
Do they hear him?
Go on. Tell your little joke. You know, the one about the Fuhrer being a homunculus. Please, go ahead.
Oh
What, Colonel Mustang? You got that
shit!
from?
No!
Homunculus, as you say. Well, now, would that be so bad?
He definitely transmuted his eye or something. Took it out.
I understand now, Hughes. When you said that we were in trouble, you didn't mean the danger was closing in on us. No, you meant the danger was coming from us.
Yep.
Whoa.
Well, Fullmetal, it looks like we've landed ourselves in
Yep.
tough hell.
Where am I?
Belly of the beast.
What is this place?
Bro.
Al! Hey! Is anybody out there? Where the hell am I? In my tummy.
You're like, you start talking. You're like, what is he even doing here? And Adam's like, fuck
Shut
up.
the fuck up.
Fuck up.
Just
you know,
listen.
I'm telling you.
Well, they were just bantering us like,
I know.
why are we here?
Dude,
So if I'm correct, remember Hawkeye did that circle of like where all the labs are? I think this is that corner of Central that's inside that circle.
Like
Because
the
it is a
command.
corner. They showed a corner.
Dude, during that episode, as he's like starts entering the building, there's a couple moments where I was like, and then when he starts walking and he's talking to the guy, I put my hand up to pretend like I was stretching to hide from Sam's face, but I'm like, fuck. This is getting bad.
Yeah, it is.
We have to have a Full Metal day. This show deserves it.
Ah!
Oh, sorry. I thought it was after.
I was really excited too. I thought it was an after credit as well.
25.
I know,
28.
I know.
That was Full Metal, guys.
That was Full Metal.
Inside the belly. Definitely not inside Gluttony. Inside the belly of Central.
Both of them.
Yeah, I feel like it's both for sure. Cause we'll talk about Gluttony in a second, but fun episode. Once again, the reason I'm wanting Full Metal Marathon is because I can't handle watching one at a time because it's too good and deserves more. But we return to the house. This is gonna be hard to not just jump down rabbit holes right off the bat, but the house has been consumed.
I think we should talk about something before that, though.
Hit me with it.
You heard Fuhrer King Bradley talking to somebody, a voice.
Well, I guess even before that, I should explain my confusion at the start with the Doctor and Lust.
Dr. Marco and Lust, yeah.
Oh,
So-
that too.
That was the very first thing.
So, just for context, I forgot. Well, I got confused with the Doctor we recently met, who had the divorce that we met last episode with you and me.
Yeah,
because
we've
it
met
had
him
been-
before, actually.
Well, it had been several weeks, so I thought it was the same guy that
Marco.
we visited, Marco, in the village, that Lust visited at the end of that one episode. So when we saw him most recently, I was confused how he got that here because I thought he had been taken by the homunculus. Or killed. So when I saw him with Envy today, I thought it was a setup, or like the episode was to insinuate that the Doctor that the Elric Brothers are with was like staging a coup with Gluttony or whatever. But no, I was just saying the one that they went to talk about the Philosopher's Stone with is just with the homunculus right now.
Yeah.
And he's aware of the sacrifices that are going on.
I was going to say, when we talked the other day, I'm pretty sure you might have not understood me, but that's what I was telling you what you just figured out.
Yeah.
That it was Dr. Marco was the one that they grabbed for the one that Lust grabbed. This guy, the divorce guy, is he the coroner?
Yes.
Okay, all right, yeah, that's what
He
I said.
identified
He
Ross's
identified
body.
Yeah,
Ross's
he
body.
was the one from the Ishvalan War.
Yes.
He was the one who was talking to Roy and pissed off at Roy. So that is where we had seen it.
I mean, honestly, almost everybody that's like a military person that's older than Ed and Al was involved in the Ishvalan War in some way. So that's
Every
one
single
thing.
state alchemist was there.
Every single state alchemist and almost any military person, because that was like their big military thing.
Yeah.
So like we can just assume that any adult was okay.
It was just hard because the designs are very close to each other. Like this old grumpy looking white dude with black hair on
gray
top
on
and
the
gray
sides,
on the
yeah.
sides. So whatever.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I don't really know when Fuhrer King Bradley became the Fuhrer King.
Yeah, I don't know. Before they
just-
shot him, that's all I know.
Just in this episode, he said he's been around for 60 years.
Yeah.
I don't know how long he's been
Yeah,
king.
we knew he was 60, and that's how I was able to compare Hohenheim for being at least 200 at minimum. Probably far more than that.
If I had to guess, just because with the flashback episode with Scar and what Scar looks like now, it doesn't seem like a lot of time has passed between the Ishvalan War and now.
I think Ishvalan War took place not long ago. Like very...
They were kids. Our main cast were kids.
Winry was alive.
Winry was a little kid when her parents went to go be like doctors and nurses out there, and they never came back. Which
Do you
she
know
was
how old
like.
the Elric Brothers and Winry are? Are they like 14 or something?
They have to be. So
I think they're like 15 and 16.
Okay.
that makes
Or
sense.
like 15, 16, 17, or something like that.
Yeah, I would guess that Winry...
The brothers
I think
only
there's a 2-year gap between the brothers.
Yeah, I could see them as 15. The bracket between like 15, 16, I could see Winry like 17.
Yeah.
Or something like that. A reveal, a kind of reveal of Pride. We heard a voice. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. When I heard the voice, I don't remember what Truth sounds like, but in the moment I was just like, is Truth Pride? Like, it just sounded like that kind of creepy-ish golem voice that Truth
Sounds
had.
very similar, actually.
Yeah, I don't know if it was Truth. I would have to obviously go back and listen to Truth and go back and listen to Pride. But there is a presence that is not in like a bodily form. Honestly, when Pride started talking, all I was thinking of was how you were talking the other day about Fullmetal Alchemist, the first show, and how Wrath was Pride.
Were you thinking like his eyeball was talking to him?
I don't know. Well, so my first idea was I'm not sure what's happening. Is Pride? They're just like trying to story-wise just put two homunculus as the same person, and then with the eyeball inside Gluttony, because the eyeball, it's the same eyeball I would assume that we saw in episode 2 where the doors open up and consume Ed. I think got eaten by the octopus thingy. And it's the same eye, the like sideways cat split eye. So I was like, maybe Pride is like a spirit that is in all of the homunculus. Like it's a telecommunication between them, like a way that they can all like hear one another or something. Or like maybe doesn't operate in the third dimension with all of them. Like it's something that is in that. It's so hard because I don't know the truth realm, I guess we can call it, the soul realm. Maybe it operates in that realm. So yeah, so it was talking to Wrath And what was it saying? Because I got caught up in my own head of what the hell was happening.
Shit's getting out of control. Like, people are figuring
Right.
stuff out, and you need to stop that.
That the heroes are able to contend with the antagonists of the story,
Even
even
he
though
was
they
like-
should be top tier.
Mustang and his whole group got us running in circles.
Oh yeah, they don't seem top tier to me. They seem like a bunch of like misfit bad guys. That's why I said like not too long ago, envy, lust, and gluttony. They seem so disorganized. Honestly, it seems like Hohenheim's the only one who has like any battle strategy, and Wrath is like the next closest to like having grasp of a situation. Because they're getting beat by kids.
But even that, like, Pride was like, Wrath, I don't remember the exact wording, but, like, he was talking about, like, you know, like, maybe, he said something about, like, passing
next
down to, like, the
generation.
next generation.
Yeah.
That was a weird line.
And Pride was like, I'm going to pretend like I didn't hear that and not say anything.
And I'm not going to say anything to Dad, yeah.
Because that'll be treacherous.
Yeah.
Or
Treason.
treasonous, sorry.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Okay, so what I could read from that is I don't know if he say the line. Do you know the line by like actual quote? Was he referring to them, the homunculus?
So it's basically like you're getting soft.
Yeah. Well,
Don't forget what you are either.
But that and also almost like Wrath is almost like okay to like play the game to have a little bit of fun and if needed concede a loss
Yeah.
to like let the next generation try again. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
What do you mean by try again?
I mean, what are you passing on to the next generation? I mean, we don't know exactly what their end game is, but like if their end game is destroy the planet forever, there is no next generation because they won and killed everything. But we don't know that as like what they're doing.
Our kids better take over Working Title.
No.
Okay, well I guess it's just because I don't know what their goal.
Well,
in
yeah,
life
we don't
is.
know, but I'm just saying like
Because my
We got
interpretation.
an assumption from Marco what it is.
Marco.
Dr. Marco.
the
I'm
old
talking
guy
to Envy.
we were just talking about.
Okay, well I just thought it was that though.
Well, what do you think he means by passing on to the next generation then?
Well, now I don't think it's legitimate because you guys, my assumption wasn't what you guys were. I thought it was like pass the homunculus stuff down, like somebody else be Wrath, somebody else be Gluttony.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were insinuating that let's let the humans live and have a couple wins so they can survive, maybe not kill them all.
No. I think that what Wrath is saying is that like I'm assuming a next generation of homunculuses. I don't know, what that looks like or entails, but I assume he is saying
It's probably like what happened to Greed. Glacked him and swallowed him.
Yes, that's what I'm saying was my initial assumption.
Yeah.
Of what he was implying
Yeah.
is he doesn't really care anymore. And Pride is saying, watch it, because if I tell Father, he might just do the same thing to you as he did to Greed. Find somebody who's... Because basically what Wrath is getting at is he's at the highest point of position of power, so as Wrath would entail, you would want more chaos, because that's what you thrive in. Probably why he goes and fights in person, because he gets like a high off it, or
he's
it's
probably
literally
bored.
yeah, it's literally like what I would assume he is, like his point in life is. So with I don't know. So
Yeah, but he finds enjoyment in it, and if he can win or make the game more, the game more interesting by like allowing this to like spiral out. Because Pride was like, "Yo, you gotta get this shit under control."
Yeah.
Like,
but yeah, it's like
You're having too
when
much
you're
fun.
when you're too good at a video game, you want to switch up the puzzle pieces to make it more of a challenge. You go up the next level because it's
child's
it's
play.
child's play. Or you play chess and you decide to move pieces in an unorthodox way just to give yourself a bit of a curve because you're so used to following a straight path in how you do things because you've perfected it. Yeah, I get that. I play board games all the time. It's like let's just go to the most unrational territory and see if I can work my way across the risk board or whatever I'm playing.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it gets boring to do the same stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, literally is why in most video games I'm just like, yeah, let's just hop in like a car and run over people because shooting people in like buildings is just like, it's the same stuff.
Yeah.
Just go and have fun, make it something. I feel your wrath. It just means he's great at what he does, except he didn't beat Ling. So
Let's just duplicate our cars and sell them for a shitload of money.
GTA. Yep. Blacklisted.
Remember those days?
But moved on, Gluttony demolishing the house.
Yeah, so I would venture to say he's just everything that's in that proximity just gets teleported into his belly as much as intact as it can if it's in the sphere of that air bubble he has.
Swallow!
What was weird though in the first shot with the gun, it didn't look like he expelled that energy, but like when you put it near where it had already been, the gun disappeared. Or did I see it wrong? Or when either Roy or Riza had like a shotgun or something.
It was a rifle.
She had a rifle, and he just so happened to try to absorb Roy, and it just absorbed the front of the gun.
Okay, I didn't see him expel the energy, so I just thought...
Yeah, there was like a gust of wind.
Okay, it must have been slight, because I was just like, what? I didn't know if he had attacked. But it felt obvious that like we were probably going to learn that there's like a big thing inside his gut.
Yeah.
And of course now he has a literal dimension inside his stomach,
Mm-hmm.
I would assume.
A belly dimension, if you will.
That's weird. Yeah. I saw like structures.
It's just like Majin Buu. They go inside Majin Buu.
I don't know anything about Majin Buu.
They fight Majin Buu inside him.
That's a statement I don't feel comfortable ever saying.
But yeah, there were statues and shit inside. I mean,
Yeah,
that's jumping
rivers
back
of
to the
blood.
end.
Bodies.
Lakes of blood.
Skeletons.
Which also means part of envy is inside Gluttony now. I would assume the Philosopher's Stone half of them. So, yeah, and that is towards the end. But,
And Al's hand.
nah. They'll reforge it.
Yeah.
So what happened before that? Well, just more of envy. Envy was a dog.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's about. And they also have dogs that are...
Chimera-esque.
Chimera-esque.
Yeah,
They have
they
the
have
alchemy
those little square, half squares.
stitches, yeah. Do you have anything to say about Marco?
He talks crap about them. I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, what's worth talking about.
His theory about what they're planning to do.
Oh, shit. That's why I'm getting mixed with the doctors. I didn't know which one you were talking
Dr.
about.
Marco is the prisoner.
Marco is the prisoner.
Yeah, I mean,
The
so
coroner is helping them.
he's just come to the same realization that I have. Probably, I don't know how he came about it. I came about it because of the maps that they keep talking about, but how they're doing a giant ring and blood spilled in the streets everywhere. Probably enough to make a giant Philosopher's Stone is what he thinks. I really don't get this whole philosopher stuff, like the Philosopher's Stone in general.
Mm-hmm.
I know we've had many episodes on it, but just because it feels like such a loose term for what it can or do or what it can look like. Or like, why would they need to do it again? Because I think they already did it with Xerxes. Is it like even the most powerful one that they might have already made has dissipated over time?
Well,
Is it like an annual culling?
well, let's look at like what we know though. So what we know is that to make a Philosopher's Stone, you have to sacrifice human lives for it.
Mm-hmm.
And the only other thing we know is that it basically allows you to do
Anything.
almost anything that an alchemist could perceivably do.
Yeah.
And anything beyond their means of like actually doing, they can do.
Yeah, it's a booster.
Like we saw with
the Pope,
the
the
Pope guy.
first guy.
Yeah,
The guy in the first episode, right?
Yep. And so in both those instances, we saw the Philosopher's Stone get used and wither away.
Mm-hmm.
And the only other time we have now seen a Philosopher's Stone is inside Lust. That says that's at her core. And when what's his face burned her enough times, she died and it withered away with her.
Yeah, wasn't enough to regen.
So, but that's what I'm saying. So that is the only thing that like is really brought up with the Philosopher's Stone so far.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to figure out like the inconsistencies or like the lack of certain patterns. We've seen it in a goo form and a stone form. She was able to get decimated with the Philosopher's Stone being intact and regenerating her. And then the second time, same thing happened and the stone withered. So is it that it withered because there was no longer a host to it? Or...
Well, remember, he ripped it out of her chest that one time, and she grew back around his hand. left.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I mean. So what's the difference of the second one? Is that he burned the stone? I don't know. Like, I'm trying to just figure out why she was not able to come back the second time. And then, assuming Xerxes is, in fact, a first of what I think is going to be happening now, why would they need to do it again? Did whatever they create, the energy of the presence of it is withering away, so it has to be an annual thing, like a giant sacrifice every, I don't know, 100 or so years, maybe 1,000 years, which could imply Hohenheim is very, very old, if it was a Hohenheim, which I think it's Hohenheim. Why does Hohenheim need to do it? How much was his wife involved with it? Or how much did she know? Like, what's his goal, though? Because that's the thing. That's why I didn't assume... I got confused when I thought you guys were implying that they're here to kill everybody.
Yeah, sorry. I was just trying to, like, make a typical... Like, when I was saying that, I was just throwing out there for, like, the typical bad guy. Conquer the world, destroy the world. Like, that's a typical bad guy thing. I'm not trying to insinuate that that's their plan at all. I was just...
Well, Envy told Marco, I know the deal that you made with Lust. We stay away from your village. You help us with whatever. And then he leans in and is like, help us slaughter everybody in this nation, and we'll leave your little village alone.
That's true. He did say that. Envy did say
that. Well, yeah, I know the nation's probably at peril, but I mean the world as a whole, I don't think they want destroyed.
Yeah.
I just don't know, because it already seems like they practically have it conquered. So, and it also feels like Hohenheim's immortal unless he's not immortal, and what this is just to keep him alive.
Mm-hmm.
But why?
Yeah.
Like, what is he doing with his time? Like, that's where the ultimate question is. Like, what is he doing with his time that he needs immortality so much? He's not spending it with his kids. His wife is dead. Like, what is he getting out of life that is so important for him? And that's really what, at the end of the day, I'm very confused with. Like, because they have all the things that a bad guy would want. They have the conquering part. They have the ease of killing people. And they have the control, obviously, as this episode has shown. So much so that they can afford to have Gluttony and Envy just goof off with the kids in their free time, which is what was happening in this episode. They're goofing around, just running through the woods like idiots, essentially. So.
Well, at first when Envy showed up, he said, I'm just here to get Gluttony. Gluttony's not supposed to be here.
I know, but I mean, they're not very imposing of a villain to me.
I got
they're
you.
all kind of like...
Childish.
Dumb.
Yeah.
Like, I like them, but they're not like...
They don't follow orders.
Like, Fuhrer is the most force to be reckoned with so far, and Hohenheim does it just by being there, by doing damn near nothing and rolling from the shadows. But I don't know what is happening. I don't know how to, like, I understand it, but I don't understand it.
Well, what we do know is that the father, everything that he said in his plan that's happened has come true so far. So yikes!
I think at the end of the day, I just need more Hohenheim.
Still got 40
We all need some more Hohenheim in our lives.
Yeah, do you need Hohenheim in your life?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, they did their little fight. Lanfan rolled out with Riza, the
Roy,
coroner,
and
Roy,
Coroner.
And the boys plus
Ling.
You guys have said the coroner a couple times. What is that?
That's the doctor.
He identifies corpses.
The one
he does autopsies.
Are you asking what a coroner is or who?
Is that that's the occupation name?
The occupation is a coroner. A coroner is somebody that
they do
checks
autopsies
on people. Okay.
No, it's the person that checks on dead bodies.
Identifies them. So,
or
but not the same position as somebody in a hospital who has the dead bodies in those little chambers that you keep
a morgue.
In.
Yeah, that. That's the same.
That's what it's called, a coroner.
A coroner.
Okay, I didn't know that's the term.
There's coroner, and then I forgot there's another name. A coroner is usually an appointed person.
Okay.
And then the other one is sometimes can be a medical examiner, right? Okay. I think that's what it's called.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I could be.
We're not doctors.
I was just like, what the hell are they talking about? Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Coroner and Hawkeye, Roy, Lanfan, all out. Ling, Ed, and Alphonse are fighting Gluttony and Envy.
And Pride Panda as well.
And the panda. The panda's from...
You're gonna confuse me. Just call it Panda.
For whatever reason, the panda is still there.
Yeah.
Mai's Panda.
And...
Because she interfered with them in the previous episode and the panda got left behind.
Yeah, I mean, the next big thing, though, is Roy going to headquarters... Central, and I guess his goal was to try to get some people on his side, try to leak the truth in a nonchalant way. Issue is, they didn't really see it. The guy didn't really see it as a joke, and open the door. And what's surprising about this is how many people are in on it. Like, is it like the Senate is controlling the government from like the shadows kind of thing? Like, just the upper generals are working with the Fuhrer.
It looks like it's every high-ranking general officer, including the Fuhrer.
Well, it was hard to know if everybody was upset towards Roy because it's a treasonous statement or because they are in the know. And I'm not really sure. From what you guys are implying, it seems more like they're in the know than this is a treasonous thing. Because I took it as treasonous, but y'all had an excited reaction to what was happening. So it looks like we're effed. It looks like they know about the Fuhrer. And I thought which sucks, because I thought this was going to be more of like, the Fuhrer is going to like tease him and be like, you try me, I will reveal it to the men and we'll all kill you, but... Frick. So everybody, it looks like everybody knows.
I like the Fuhrer's response to that. He was like, what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
I might be a homunculus, so what?
I don't know. Like, I don't know how we're going to deal with this.
Yeah.
And then he had the realization of what Hughes told him. It's not from the outside, it's from the fucking inside.
Yeah, Hughes was trying to warn him that this is clearly, because Hughes, that's a crazy thing about Hughes. In like one fucking night, he figured out what we've been working for 24 episodes to try and figure out. Yeah. He figured out the whole plot that like we're still learning as like the audience.
Well,
he figured out that he didn't know like X, Y, and Z persons are involved, but he figured out that it had to be from within the military itself that this is being like orchestrated.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we figured it out pretty well.
Mm-hmm. You figured it out.
Rather. Not too long. These guys are just slow in the show. But it's for the sake of building up the story. My theory crafting or my paranoia has helped.
And I guess the next thing to talk about is some people got sucked inside gluttony.
Yep. I don't know what to really think of that. It's just kind of a jarring statement to say openly.
I'm not saying it like that.
They will get taken out, obviously. I think they're all fine. I think Envy's fine, too. It's one of those things where it's like, I would like to say what I think, but the statement in and of itself is so absurd that I'm not really going to try and assume what the hell we're doing in the belly of a not real creature.
You want to go for it?
No.
Okay.
Is it like explaining why garlic affects vampires? Like, there's no rationale behind it.
Okay.
I would just sound like a loony bin off of no evidence. So I'm curious to see what will happen.
Random, but do you read into it, or do you think there's anything to like say or think about like the whole like kid reading the story about his father, reading the story about the Fuhrer, and then it just like kept cutting back to the fight between the brothers and Envy and Gluttony and Ling?
Not that I'm detecting. I thought it was just supposed to be like the stupid thing of, oh, he has a cute family that thinks so highly of him, but he's not that kind of person. Was I supposed to gather something from it?
I genuinely don't know. I'm asking.
I have no clue. I have no clue if it was supposed to. It seemed very straightforward. Or, it didn't feel like there was something to look between the lines. I mean, what did he say? Like, my dad's such a good person, he protects the people he loves.
As his sinlings are trying to kill some of their own people.
As the sinlings?
Mm-hmm.
Envy and Gluttony
are
trying to kill his people.
Emestrians.
Yeah.
Or Armistrians or whatever he said.
I mean, yeah, but that's what I was just saying. Like, it just seems like... I don't know. I don't know a good analogy.
I was just asking. I didn't know if there was, like, more to it. This isn't me trying to get Sam to theory craft or think deeper. I was more so just asking even Adam, like, if there was more to it than just at face value. Because that's what I took it as, is what you're saying.
I literally took it as face value. I don't know what to read into it.
Yeah. They also had, sorry, to jump back.
I'm just shook that a 7-year-old could write a paragraph. I don't remember being able to do that when I was 7.
You
could write a paragraph.
You definitely write a paragraph.
My day was great. My day was the greatest, and it was great.
Also, when he was talking to Pride and the fucking butterfly.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that
on the spider web and then landing on the spider web.
Imagery of the moth getting stuck.
Oh yeah, not butterfly, moth.
Yeah.
And then getting like
the spider
eaten by the spider. I was like, oh boy.
Yeah.
Yikes! Everything is falling into their trap. I'm assuming is what that means.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we're good. Are we good?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything else in this episode. I feel like it was pretty quick. That's why I want more. Well, guys, if you made it this far, make sure you leave a like on the video. Make sure you leave a comment about your thoughts when you first watched this episode or what you thought of our thoughts. Check out Patreon. Once again, if you do enjoy seeing these, you can get them on Patreon a week in advance. For the time being, we are going to punch it. See ya!
Bow!
How did we get to... I feel like that was... I feel like...